We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Gain of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. Yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. Looking to put a drive together. They will start this drive with 4. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Gabriel. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, Gabriel. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a 1st down.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the 1st. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now Gabriel. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
That opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He'll try and do this himself. Well, he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Folks' kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Gabriel. Now he'll tuck this and run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Throwing now, Gabriel. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He finds his man, complete. It's 4. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 9 yards on the first down keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 49 yards for Breece Hall. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Fulk connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Browns nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Oh, he shifts past him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10. To throw, Gabriel. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 5. To the air is Gabriel. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 111 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
On first down, right back to Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Hall again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In motion right is Wilson. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Paul want to give up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A gain of a yard.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
It's a loss of 6.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now it's Fields. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Folk's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. The Browns set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Gabriel looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
This is Ford. And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they turn to Ford. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Gabriel. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Will McDonald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Jets take over.
And New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best.
Exactly.
Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Fields now to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, it's Gabriel. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They run with 4. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. 4. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal was a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. Fields, you know, he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
16 yards. That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Fields. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Straight ahead is Hall. 126 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second down and 4. A toss left side for Hall. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mechie, the man in motion. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now Fields. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
That's good.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
2nd and 4. Now he'll tuck this and run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Ford. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now he's going to step up and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gabriel from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Gabriel. And the defense defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Intercepted.
They'll run with Hall. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Here's Fields. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Shifts by him. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Gabriel. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Off play action, Fields. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And
I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
I think they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's Gabriel. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing now, Gabriel. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Gabriel. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. And he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, 29 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Jenkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Ford is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
21, Browns 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
A handoff for Hall to about the 48-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
2nd and 5. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. To the air is Gabriel. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Working out of the gun here, Gabriel. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Gabriel. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the gun on third down, Gabriel. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Browns on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Fourth down. Here's Gabriel. He'll try to do it himself. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turned. One play action, Fields. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Round 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge fourth-quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores. Looking to put a drive together. Gabriel looking to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Operating from the gun. Gabriel. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 18. And the Browns first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cleveland.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Gabriel. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
38-yard line.
Second down and 6 now. To throw is Fields. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.